Hi, I'm Libby Sander and welcome to thoughtleadersstudio.com. What I'd like to have a chat to you about is innovation in the organisational landscape, or specifically about two pieces of toast. Great thinking is what advances humanity. It's not great spreadsheeting, it's not great to-do lists. Conclusions are what happens when we can't be bothered to think anymore. And I think that most business is structured to prevent great thinking. We think we're being congruent in the messages that we're sending to our people, to our clients, and I wonder how true that really is. If you walk past someone in your organisation and you see them staring out the window, what's the first thing that you think? They're not doing anything. They might actually be coming up with the next post-it note, but we automatically conclude they're doing nothing. A few years ago, I started work as a human resources manager of a big law firm in the city. And on the very first day, the managing partner called me in and he said, "Now, your brief is to make this a really fun law firm. We want it to be unlike any other law firm in the world. So go away, go back to your cubicle and make it as fun as you possibly can." So I went off to my cubicle, I sat down and I started thinking about, okay, I think he's actually serious. He wants to make this a fun law firm. Great, what a great opportunity for me. 2 days later, he called me at 8:30 in the morning and he said, "We've got a significant problem." This is actually a true story. He said, "You know, we provide toast for our staff. Have you come across our toast policy yet?" I said, "I don't think I have." And he said, "Well, we provide toast and we think that's very generous. However, we have a policy where you're only allowed to have 2 pieces and they must be eaten in the designated morning tea period, which specifically is between 10 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. And this morning, apparently, there were 2 senior associates in the kitchen, they were going to court or something, at 8:30 having toast. And I want you to give them a warning." And I was wondering how that fit in with the idea of making it a fun law firm. There's this incongruence in the things that we say we want and what we actually do in organisations, and what people really listen to is that. When can I eat my toast? How many pieces can I have? A few years later, this same managing partner spent many millions of dollars renovating the 4 floors of this big high-rise where the firm was located. And they made this beautiful creative space because he felt that the lawyers weren't being creative and innovative enough in their thinking. And it had a cappuccino machine and it had bean bags and this big orange wall, and it was just beautiful. So everyone moved back in, and about 3 weeks later, he came into my office again. He was really, really angry. And he said, "I can't believe no one is using the space. No one's down there. What's wrong with them all? I've spent millions of dollars and no one's coming up with any new ideas and no one's being creative." And I said to him, well, if we think about how their day is structured, how this business is structured, they have to account for their time in 6-minute units as a lawyer. So every 6 minutes of every day, you have to account on a system, on a computer, for what you're actually doing. If you were checking the newspaper or if you went to the bathroom, you have to say whether it was billable or non-billable time. And I said to him, they don't have time to go and sit in the beautiful area on the beanbags with the orange wall because they have to bill between 5 and 6 hours every day. That's on top of the time they have to actually eat and breathe and go to the bathroom and all those other things. So business is actually structured largely to prevent great thinking. We throw a lot of money at innovation, we talk about it a lot, but there's fundamental incongruence in what we're actually trying to do, and things like toast and orange walls. And it's really worth reflecting, where in your business and in your life do you have toast policies and orange walls that people don't have time to go and reflect upon? Because we all do.